If you're watching this, you're probably interested in a project management career, either as a recent graduate or as someone with years of experience in a different field looking to pivot into project management. And it can probably seem daunting at the beginning. There's so much terminology that you might not have heard of and 1,000 certifications to choose from. But here's the truth. You're probably doing a lot of project management work already, you just haven't labeled it like that yet. In this video, I'll talk about how you can get started with reframing your skills, making a decision on whether to get a certain certification or not, and how to start getting real practical project management experience. Tip number 1, overcome the I have no project management experience imposter syndrome. Let's start with the hard truth. Most people who want to break into project management think they would have actually need to lead a project from A to Z in order to be able to apply. They think they need to be an expert on waterfall and Scrum before a hiring manager will even look at them. But here's what I learned from talking to my clients and looking at their CVs. You are likely already doing project management work. Think about your last job or your last semester. Have you ever coordinated a group assignment? Have you managed a timeline so you can hit a deadline? Did you talk to people because you had to convince them of a certain initiative that you were planning? You had to get them on board, aka stakeholder engagement. This essentially is project management. The problem isn't the lack of skills. It's a lack of confidence in the skills and experiences you have already had, and using PM terminology to reframe that experience in your CV and in your mind. You aren't just helping out a team. You're facilitating cross-functional collaboration to drive deliverables within time constraints. I know this sounds like a buzzword salad, but this is what actually gets you past the AI scanners. Tip number 2, start with a low-cost PM course. Now, do you need a certification? Maybe, but you don't need to start out with an expensive theoretical certification just yet. Here's the thing. I think a lot of the time people need certifications, not because a recruiter is asking for it, but more so for their own peace of mind and to feel more confident in an interview. And for this, there are so many low-cost options out there, for example, on Udemy or the Google Project Management certification that can teach you the basics and the PM lingo. Best is to get a Udemy course that at the same time fulfills the requirements for a certification later on. So for example, there are a lot of Udemy courses out there that fulfill the required training hours for the CAPM certification, so that if you decide to get the certification later, you've already done the required training hours. After that, here's my rule. Scan the job market for positions that you would actually like to apply for and see whether they have certain certifications listed as required or highly preferred skills. If they do, then yes, it might be worth it. Partly for your knowledge and partly for the keyword optimization so that your resume actually gets past the AI scanners and lands on an actual human desk. But if you're just starting out, start cheap. Get a low course, Udemy or Coursera course. It will teach you the basics, it will teach you the PM lingo, and it will make you feel more confident in actually hitting that apply button. Tip number 3, close the practical experience gap. Because here's the catch. Certifications are just theory. And theory is nice, but what actually gets you hired is practical experience. And with AI, a lot of the PM entry roles are unfortunately falling away because there are more admin-heavy and repeatable tasks that will now be taken over by AI assistants. And what hiring managers in PM positions are also looking for is someone who has actual practical experience with stakeholders and who can actually navigate a certain situation, which of course makes it harder to break into project management in the first place. Now, you can't fully learn how to manage a project by just watching a video. You have to actually get your hands dirty. But of course, it's hard to get project management experience if the requirement is that you have project management experience, right? So one way to approach this is to take a personal activity or initiative that you have planned and treat it as an actual project. Let's say you want to renovate your bathroom. You make a timeline for it. You set certain milestones. I don't know, the bathtub is in place. That's one milestone. The sink is in place. Another milestone. You track the budget, and you might even have actual status meetings with your partner about it every other week. Now, if you want a bit more guidance than that and want to have more business-related project cases, I'm building something for you. It's called the Project Management Career Accelerator, and it's a high-intensity program in which you'll actually lead stakeholder meetings, lead project kickoff meetings, and you will be given direct one-on-one feedback from experienced project managers along the way. You'll also end up with a LinkedIn portfolio document and a personalized LinkedIn recommendation so that you can actually showcase that you have this lived experience that the project manager and hiring managers are looking for. If you found this helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me what kind of project management skills you think you have, but you kind of find hard to translate. Let's connect, and thank you for watching.